Welcome back to Designer Builds. Today we're working on bag number 13 out of 22 on our Harry Potter Castle and Grounds. In our last video, we worked on one of the buildings to go on our grounds, which I believe is the Great Hall. Not 100% for sure, but I'm pretty sure this is the Great Hall. Anyway, let's get started with bag number 13. Let's open her up and separate the pieces. By the way, if you don't mind, could you please like and subscribe down below? It'd be greatly appreciated. Thank you very much. Okay, now we have all of our pieces separated, let's get started. We're going to continue to build off the castle. I'm going to leave my grounds over to the side so that it's out of the way and I have a nice little working area, okay? It says we need 3 of our T-posts, which is all that we have. So 3 T-posts and 4 corner posts, which is all that we have. So 3 T-posts and 4 corner posts. These are the corner posts. Okay? This is going to go around making up your courtyard. So we're going to put a corner in first on each side. And then a T-post on each side. And another corner. Again, this is very flimsy right now, so be careful putting this together that you don't accidentally take it apart, okay? I'm going to very gently pick mine up and make sure all my pieces are connected, okay? Here we go. Now we're going to take our 3 short 1x4 flats, and we're going to put them on our castle. We're going to skip the first 2 buttons, or our first 2 spots, and we're going to put our first 1x4 down. And we're going to put our next 1x4 going across, and our next 1x4 going all the way to the back. Okay? So you should have 2 spots missing right here. 2 right here, and then the gray going all the way around the rest. Now you need your 2 1x1 drop-downs. So you got 1x1, and it has a drop-down on the back. A 1x2 drop-down. And it says you're going to take these 2 and stick them on each side of the top of the door. Just like that. So each side of the top of the door. So 1 here and 1 here. I don't know if you can hear it, but the wind is howling outside. It is cold, and it is windy. We need 1 of our one and only rooftop pyramid, and we are 2 1x1 drop down 1x1s. So we had earlier we had the 1x1 drop down 1x2. Now we're using the 1x1 drop down 1, and they're actually going to go on top of the drop downs we just put up here, but they're going to go up instead. Oh, drop that one. So there's 1, and there's 1. And then you're going to put that rooftop connecting the 2. Yes, that one is definitely howling. Now you're going to get the clock tower. Jeez Louise. It is loud. I'm sorry about that. You can get your little clock tower part. And it is going to go on the front above the door. Okay. Now you're going to flip it around so you're working on the back. So as of right now, you have a 1x2 green spot in the back. And that's all you have. Okay. You need your 2. You need 2 of your 1x1 with the base. You need your 1x2 into a 1x4. You need one of the, or a 1x2 into a 2x2. Blah. And this isn't a drop down. This one comes up. So here's your 2x2, and it comes up, not down. So, and then 2 of your little claw things. Okay. So you're going to take your 1x2 with the back on it. You're going to put your 2 claws on it going left and right. Then you're going to take, oh yeah, you need 2 of your half circles too. You're going to take your 2 1x1s with the bases on it and put it on top of your little 1x1 claws. And put your windows on there. Little half circle windows. I can get this on. There we go. And that's going to go on in that 1x2 green spot on the back. Okay? Now you need 2 more of your 1x1s with feet. Your other 1x2 into a 2x2 going up. 2 more of your claws. And 2 more half circles. And you're going to basically do the same thing again. You're going to take your 1x2. You're going to take your 1x1s with the base on, with the base facing out to your left and right. You're going to put your windows on. And now you're going to put your claws on. So the only difference between the two is the other one, the claws will be underneath the windows, this time the claws are on top of the windows. And it is going to go on top of the last one you just put on, making essentially another section to your castle. Be very careful because I do not want to tear this book. Do not want to tear this book. Now you need 2 of your long dowel rods. You have 3 sets of dowel rods. You have a long, a short, and then along with a button already attached to the bottom of it. You want 2 of your long ones, and you're going to do just like the other windows and snap it on there. So essentially you just added another window set to your Great Hall, which I'm pretty sure that's what this is now. You need your 2 hinge pieces. That's what I call them. Don't know what they really are, but they're these. You need your 2 ones of these. You need your 2x2 and your 2x2 into a 1x1. You're going to take your 1x1 or 2x2 into a 1x1 and put it on top of your 2x2. That is going to go behind your other roof parts that you already put on. And you're going to take your other 2 hinges, and just like the other hinges you put on earlier, you're going to put them back to back on the roof. Okay? So as of right now, this is what we have. Now we're going to get our 2x2 reverse hinges, is what I'm going to call them. So it's a 2x2, and on the back it's got the back side of the hinge. And you need 4 of these, and you're going to connect these inside of your hinge pieces on your roof. Our roof is building out. It is coming together. Okay. We're going to set this aside for right now. Okay. Now we need our 1x3 oval. So this piece right here. 1x3 oval. Now you need 1 top. I call it a smokestack. One of these. It's like a little smokestack. 1 smokestack. 1 tube, little 2 piece. 1 hand button. And you need your 1 gray rod. You only have 1 gray rod. It's kind of like a torch. Okay? It says, holding it by the torch, so to speak. If this is a torch, you can hold it upside down. You're going to first put on your tube. And that's going to slide all the way up to the top of the torch. Then you're going to put on your button on the bottom of that. And it's going to slide all the way through and up. On the top, you're going to put your smokestack and then your tipsy tap. And that's going to go in the middle of that 1x3 oval that you have. So it's going to look like this. Okay. Okay. Now, you need your other 2 smokestacks. You need your 2 plates. I'm going to call these plates. It's a 1x2 flat with little indentions on the top. Kind of look like body armor plates or something like that. Your 2 1x1 with the little claws on them. 2 of your buttons. And 2 of your short dowels. I do believe that's a short dowels. Not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure. Okay, you're going to take your 1x1 with the claw on the end. You're going to put your armor plate on there. You're going to put 1 dowel rod in there and slide it all the way up. And then on top of that, you're going to put your button and you're going to slide that down. And then you're going to put your roof, not your roof, but your smokestack on and push that down. And your button should be flush with that. So it should look like this. Okay? And you got to make 2 of those. So your claw, your little armor plate, your dowel rod, and yes, it is the small dowel rods. We were questioning it earlier. We know for a fact it is the small dowel rods now. Button, your smokestack, make sure it's pushed all the way down, and it's flush. And then you're going to attach with the armor piece onto your black oval that has your other castle top on it. So it should look like this. Okay? Now we're going to pull this back. And this is going to go inside of here. it does not button or fasten down, okay? I'm going to double check, make sure that I'm doing this. Let's see. I got a piece backwards. Uh-oh. Got a piece backwards. It's okay. No big deal. I can fix it. No problem. All we're doing is we're switching this. I have my 2x2 on top of my 2x2 into a 1x1. In reality, it's supposed to be your 1x1. Your 2x2 into a 1x1 is supposed to be on top. And I'm just going to squeeze that back in there, put that back on the roof. And now I can put my topper in there, and it will fasten down. At least it should fasten down. Or not. Maybe it does not fasten down. It just sits there. Because it is not fastening down on there. Yeah, it just sits in there. It does not fasten down, guys. This does not fasten down. So the roof tiles are going to be what's holding this into place. So put it in there. Line it up the best you can. And squeeze your roof tiles to basically hold it in place. Make sure your steeple, the tallest part, is in the middle. Okay, now you need your 4 long gray 1x6. Yeah, 1x6. And then these are going to be your roof tiles. So they're going to be what's holding your steeple and stuff in place. Because that does not fasten in there. It will move, guys. This will move. Okay? It looks really cool, but it does slide out. See, just like that. It does slide out. So make sure when you put this in there, you got your, make sure you get that from the front and make sure it's not leaning one way or the other. Should fit in there really, really well. And it is going to hang out the back a little bit, see? It hangs out the back just a little bit. Okay, it says we need our 1x2 flat and our 2 1x2s into a 1x1. And on the back side of this, where we got all these spots right here, I'm going to start building this out. So you're going to put your 1x2 flat on the bottom, and your 1x2 into a 1x1 on the next 2 slots. Okay. All right, now you need your door, or your window, your back castle plate. This right here. You need that. And you're going to put your window on top of those 1x2 into 1x1 spots. And above that, there's a 1x2 open. You're going to put that back plate on. And that's what's going to hold your steeples so they don't come out. See? They can still move, but they can't come out now. Okay? This is what you have. That's the back. That's what we just finished. Or we just did. It says, the ceiling in the Great Hall can be enchanted to mimic the night sky. So yes, this is the Great Hall. We were correct. This is the Great Hall. Okay, now we're going to put our Great Hall on our grounds, okay? I thought it went right here. Wasn't 100% for sure, but I wasn't 100% sure how it went on. Because where the circle is on the bottom, I was like, this doesn't make sense, this doesn't make sense. I couldn't figure it out. But I now can, now that I have the picture. So this circle, blue circle on the bottom, is going to line up with the black circle that you have on your grounds, okay? And it's going to go at an angle. This is going to go just like this, at an angle. And there we go. We have our first building. We're not finished with this bag yet, but there's the Great Hall, overlooking the Black Lake. That looks stunning, guys. And the stairs coming up to the back. That looks stunning. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. And yes, it can move a little bit, okay? Like the Great Hall can wiggle a little bit, but it can't wiggle but a tiny bit because those bottom plates that we put on earlier are inside of the divots that we left here, so it won't allow it to. I'm scared too. Yeah, I'm not gonna pull it off. So the red and yellow plates that were on the bottom earlier are now inside of divots that we left in the that we had left earlier, and those divots. Or those divots are, and with those plates in it, are keeping it from moving more than a tiny bit. So it does wiggle a tiny bit, but it will not fall off. See, I'm pulling on it. It does not fall off. It will not turn on you or anything like that. So don't even try. Don't even try. All right, now we need our little round disc. We need our other round disc. So you have a slope disc and a regular disc, and 2 semicircles. You're going to stack your two semicircles on top of one another. You're not making a circle, you're making a semicircle. Then you're going to put the flat disc on top of that, and then the slope disc on top of that. So now you have, you can see the inside, but you have half of a castle wall. Okay? And this is going to go, you're going to attach it to this 1x2 right here. Let's see if I can get this closer. This 1x2 right here at the end of the gray on the wall. You're going to take this, the open end facing towards the castle, and you're going to snap it on like this. Just like that. Okay? It says, immediately after arriving at Hogwarts, first your students are shown to the Great Hall, where the Sorting Hat determines which house will be their home away from home. I don't know about you, but I am a Gryffindor. So if you'll drop a comment down below and let me know what house you are sorted into. I'll have to leave a link to the website, but there's actually a website you can go to. I'll drop a link down below. There's a website you can go to where you get this nice folder with a Hogwarts logo on it, and when you open it up, oh, here we go. Here's the nice Hogwarts logo. Had it on the back. My bad. When you open it up, it actually has your acceptance letter. Behind it is your school supplies list. I don't want to take it out. I'm not going to take it out. School supplies list is behind this letter. Your envelope with your current address on it, and your seal that goes on the back of the envelope. That way, if you wanted to fold this up and stick it in the envelope, you can seal it shut. If you want to. I am not. I'm leaving mine like this, and I'm going to actually find a frame for it and put it in a frame. But this is really cool. I will leave a link in the description down below on where you can go to get this. But I don't remember how much I paid for it, but it's really, really cool. Has your name, your address, all your information. It says, we are pleased to inform you that you've been accepted to Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. Students shall be required to report to the chambers of reception upon arrival at the dates for which shall be duly advised. Please ensure that the utmost attention be made to the list of requirements attached herewith. We very so much look forward to receiving you as part of the new generation of Hogwarts heritage. Yours sincerely, Professor M. McGonagall. Okay? I will leave a description or a link below on where you can get this. I'm gonna put this right here for right now because it looks really cool. Okay. Next, we're going to start building the bridge, okay? In comments that I haven't read before, the bridge is difficult. So, because it kind of sits on this water, and it doesn't, like, snap into it. So, it's very, very particular. Oh, on our castle grounds, I didn't even see this. We got to put our plants that we have here. I think these are crystals. They look like crystals. See? They look like crystals. Right here. And then we have this little bulby plant right here. Okay? It says that the bulby plant is going to go down here. Oh, I have to put this on my hand. On this one. The one above it is going to get the crystal-looking plant. And the one across from it, it's brown, is going to get the crystal-like plant. You may have to turn it to make it fit up against the wall, guys. Okay? So you may have to turn your plants to make them fit up against the walls. Okay? So this crystal-like plants went on top of the brown bases. So I don't know if that's what's going to be true throughout, but the brown bases that we just did got the crystal plant. The dark brown base got the bulby-looking plant. Okay? I didn't even see that. It says, the trees are built with Lego crystal and ice cream elements, and a little magic. Okay, so it's built with the crystal elements and apparently ice cream elements, which is pretty interesting. But they definitely look like plants too, so it works. Let's work on the bridge, shall we? The dreadful bridge that I've been told about. We're going to get our 1x8 tan. And we're going to get one brown button, and we're going to put that button on your 1x8. Doesn't matter which side, but your button should be on the left side. Should be. Now you need 6 buttons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you need a 1x3. Okay? So your 1x3 is going to go on the other end, and then you're going to put these 6 buttons all across the middle. Basically, you should end up with a T. A giant T. Now you need your 4, I don't know what these are called. I used to call them vents when I was a kid. But your 4 little vents. And your 1x1 square. Your 1x1 flat is going to go in the middle of your top, which is where the T is. It's going to go up here. Right here. Then you're going to put your little vents going down the rest of it. And your last vent is going to hang off the edge. Okay? Now you need your two of your half circles. Circles. See, little half circles. You need 2 of those, and they're going to go up at the top next to your 1x1, and now it's going to look like this. It's kind of starting to look like a little animal. Like, see, ears, face, or head, And this is going to be the body. Looks like we're starting to build an animal or something. Okay, now you need 8 more buttons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're going to flip it upside down and you're going to put your 8 buttons along the bottom. Okay, your 2 long rods with the top on them. Okay, it looks like it has a button already attached to it. Those are going to go in your middle. So you have 6, so it's going to be your middle 2. And you're going to push them all the way down as far as they'll go. Then you're going to take your 2 long rods that you have left, and you're going to put those next to it. And push it all the way down. Now you're going to take 3 of your short rods. On the side that has the T, okay, this side over here, we're only going to put 1 short rod. On the other side, we're going to put 2. Now we're going to flip this over, and it's going to attach onto our grounds. So here is our castle. Here is the Great Hall. The side that has the T is going to be on the side away from the Great Hall. And you have a little 1x2 into a 1x1 right here. That is where your button that you left empty on the bottom is going to snap in at, okay? You have to be very careful putting this in, or it will come apart. And snap that in gently, just like that. And it's going to turn just a little bit, too. It's not straight. It's turned a little bit. Okay. See if you can see that. I'm going to bring this closer. So you see the bridge? See how it's not it's not perpendicular. It's kind of angled a little bit. So that way it lands on the side of the Great Hall. So that way the kids can come out of the Great Hall and they'll walk across the bridge. Okay? And you see all of your feet down there. Remember, be careful with those feet underneath the bridge because I've been told they will fall out if you're not careful. Okay? So take extra care in protecting those. Okay. Yep, looks good. Okay, it says the Viaduct Bridge, okay, that's what the bridge is called, Viaduct Bridge, is not only iconic to the Hogwarts silhouette, but it's a central location during the Battle of Hogwarts, when Professor McGonagall enchants the suits of armor to do their duty to the school and protect everyone inside. They head towards the bridge. It's also a key moment during the first task of the Triwizard Tournament, when the Hungarian Horntail sword is underneath it to chase Harry. Okay? And that is it for bag 13. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 extra pieces this time, including 1 extra top for your steeple. Do not lose this, because if this happens to fall off, it will get lost very easily, and if it gets lost, you're going to need this to fix it. It includes 1 small dowel rod, just in case one of your bridge rods falls off. Definitely don't lose it. Okay, I'm going to take these and just push these into my pile. And there we go. We have completed bag number 13 of the Harry Potter Castle and Grounds. We have, now, I'm going to leave this right here. I'll get that later. We now have the Great Hall finished and the bridge finished. Look at that. It looks amazing. Look at that. Work of art, guys. This looks amazing. We got a lot more to build, though, because the rest of the school still has to be built. Okay. Come back next time as we do bag 14 of our Harry Potter Hogwarts Castle and Grounds. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe down below and leave a comment about which house you were sorted into. Bye for now.